Students, now the next part of the chapter, that is about the occurrence of the metals as well as non-metals. We know that metals, they mainly are obtained from the earth crust, okay, because after digging from the mines and etc., we are obtaining the metals as well as non-metals. The metals, they are also found in the sea as well as ocean. Some of the metals are found in dissolved form, some are found in the form of rocks. Aluminium, it is the most abundant, means the element which is found in maximum amount in the earth crust after iron. Okay, means afterwards, which one is aluminium is the most abundant on first number, and afterwards second one is iron is the most abundant element in earth crust. Even we are not able to extract and obtain metals from all the available minerals, because it is not possible for us, because all the minerals are found in earth crust, okay, and we are not having a sufficient amount of technology, sufficient type of technology, so that we can extract the metals from the minerals, because it will be very costly as well as sometimes impossible. The minerals from which the metals can be extracted profitably and conveniently are called ores. Means all those type of minerals from which we are obtaining the metals, they are called ores. However, we know that first of all metals are mined, they are separated, after that purified, because it is not we are not able to directly obtain the metals from the ores. That's why first of all we have to means what we have to do, we have to mine the metals, means we have to separate the metals from different various sources, and after that we have to purify them so that we can obtain the metal in the pure form. Metal ores are also, means generally the metals are found in the form of means ores in the earth crust, and these ores are found in different combined state or compounds, like metal carbonates, metal sulfides, metal oxides, metal chlorides, metal halides. So these are some common ores are there, like carbonate ores of metal, like this is limestone, calcium carbonate, like it is ore of calcium. Zinc carbonate is, it is also called calamine, and it is ore of zinc. Oxide ores like cuprite, it is ore of copper. Bauxite, that is Al2O3 dot 2H2O, it is the ore of aluminium. Now sulfide ores are there, like zinc plant, ZnS, copper gland, Cu2s. So these are ore of zinc and copper. So copper is found in this form also, and this form in the earth crust. So in this form, from this form we have to separate the sulfur and zinc separately. Okay, now there is some another thing, like there are many process which are involved for the extraction of metals from their ores, that we will study in the further classes. Now there are certain means there are several process. There is a science, or means science which deals with the different type of technologies for the extraction of metals from their ores, and also refining them. Refining means to obtain them in the pure state. This is called metallurgy. Okay, now let's discuss about the physical properties of metals as well as non-metals. Non-metals we will discuss later. First of all, we will discuss about the physical properties of metals. So there are certain properties, like number one is hardness and tensile strength. Hardness means the metals are generally very tough. If we want to cut it with a knife, we are not able to cut them with simply with a knife. Okay, it is not possible for us to cut them like the vegetables we are cutting. Okay, some, only a few metals are there which can be cut with the help of knife. There are exception, like sodium is there, like potassium is there, we can cut them with the help of knife, but other elements, they are not able, we are not able to cut them. they are very hard, like iron is there which is very hard. Okay, copper is there, copper is also very hard. So they are generally means very hard and very stronger. That's why they are used for the construction purposes. Sodium and potassium, they are generally soft metal, they are exceptions and they can be cut with a knife. Physical state, generally the metals are found in solid state. All the metals are found in solid state except the mercury, which is alone a metal liquid at room temperature, and it is also known as the heavy metal. Now next one is about the melting as well as boiling point of metals. Generally the metals are having high melting point and high boiling point. Means if we have to melt them, then we have to increase the temperature at a large extent. But exception are there, like sodium, potassium, mercury, they are having a very low melting point. Very low melting point. Now, the next is about the malleability. Malleability means whenever the metals are beaten with the hammer, then they get converted into thin sheets. Okay, this property is called malleability. All the metals are malleable, like gold, silver, copper. We know that we can obtain these metals in the form of sheets. And like exception is zinc is non-malleable. We are means one of the metal that is non-malleable, it is zinc. If we will beat the zinc, then it will get crushed into pieces. Now next one is about the ductility. The most of metals are generally ductile, like gold, silver, copper, etc. All these are ductile metals. Ductile means we are having the ability to make, means all the metals they can be drawn into wires. We can draw the wires from the metals. This property is called ductility. And zinc is non-ductile because we can't obtain wire from the zinc. Next one is the conductivity. Generally most of metals, all the metals, they are good conductor of heat and electricity. That's why the metals are used for the purpose of utensils. Silver is the best conductor of heat and electricity, and copper is on second number. That's why we are making the wire of copper. We are not making the wire of silver or gold because it is very costly. Now next one is zinc is non mercury and tungsten. These are the two metals which are generally poor conductors of heat and electricity. These are the exceptions. Now density, that is mass per unit volume. Density means how much mass is present, means how much mass of a metal we are considering in 1 unit volume. So most of the metals, they are having higher density. Okay, exceptions are the sodium and potassium, they are generally having lower densities. And in case of luster, all the metals, they are having a very good shine. That's why they are lustrous. But in case of non-metals are non-lustrous. Here metals are lustrous, they are having a good shine, bright shine. Now sonorous or sonority means whenever we strike a metal with a means with any surface, then a sound is produced. That this property is called sonorous or sonority property. So metals are generally sonorous. Okay, mercury is alone a metal, single metal exceptionally, which is non-sonorous. That's why due to this property, the metals are used for making bells, okay, in temples and other places.